My name's Peyton. I'm 13 years old, and I'd like to know why Pluto is considered a dwarf planet.
Hello, I'm Sanjay Limay. I'm a planetary scientist here at the Space Science and Engineering Center, University of Wisconsin-Madison. There appeared to be a need to define what a planet means, because planet was never ever defined in a very strict manner. And that led to Pluto's demotion in some people's mind, although to me it's still a planet, or whatever you call it. It goes around the sun, is round enough, it has got moons, and behaves like a planet, so it's a planet. The definition states that for an object to be called a planet, it must have cleared its orbit. Well, guess what? Pluto's orbit crosses the orbit of Neptune. And so Neptune has not cleared out its orbit by any means. So Neptune should not be a planet. There's a tendency to define objects based on what they are now. If you use that definition for stars, you will run into problems, because a supernova was also a star at some point. So when do you call a supernova? Only when it blows up? So what I'm saying is that there are issues with nomenclature, that nothing is constant in the universe. Everything is changing, and the definition today may not apply to the same object tomorrow, because it may or may not even be there. I think every person probably who has looked at the sky can recognize moving objects against the background of stars, and they are called planets. Now you can call them minor planet, dwarf planets, but they're still planets. When you say a planet, people know it is probably round, it goes around the sun, and it may have one or more moons. Pluto meets all those criteria. So it doesn't matter to Pluto what you call it. It is an interesting object, and it shows geology, it shows an atmosphere. But the idea that Pluto was not formed the same way as the rest of the planets stuck. Why? Because it turned out that Pluto's orbit is not only eccentric, but it's also inclined. It's more inclined than the rest of the planets, about 17 degrees. And that suggested something was different about this object.